Yo, what's up, guys? Absolutely killer day today. Absolutely insane day. Pause that. Let's go ahead and break down what we did today. It was an absolutely fun day. I think it's even funner. That's even a word to be able to call it out for you guys. So you guys can see everything I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But this is how I made $16,846.32 in a single trade. Just today. So I'm going to break this down so we can go into it. I already went over in the game plan. You guys saw me entering this trade literally right at the end of me making my game plan. I know I did it a little bit late, but you saw me getting into it. You saw me starting it, kind of initiating the whole process. You can kind of see my thought process a little bit. Again, I don't really like to do live trading because, again, I'm not trying to hold everybody's hand, but I don't want to be giving out signals either, but I like to show the thought process behind how I do things. And I think live trading sometimes gives us a little bit of a glimpse on that. So let's go ahead and break down exactly how this worked. So if you have not already watched my game plan, please freaking do, because this goes over my whole setup process for today. But first off and foremost, I'm going to pull up my liquidity algorithm. This liquidity algorithm will be available on WAP very soon. But as you can see here, we have a very, very clear rejection of this key area of liquidity from my system. And this is the level I'm referring to, by the way, guys. It's this level right here. Very clean rejection. I said, listen, if it doesn't hold up, it was a very risky trade. I felt like this was more catching a falling knife a little bit because we were moving down very aggressively, but we were below fair value and we were at this nice key area of liquidity I was looking at. My stop was a little tighter than I wanted it to be, but didn't really matter because we moved up. But the point is, if this did not move in my favor, I had an idea as to what play I was going to take in replacement of that. But the worst thing that I hate the most is obviously when you go ahead and take a trade and it moves further past your stop and then it keeps moving your direction. That's obviously a liquidity grab, and if that's happening to you too often, right, there's something wrong with your strategy. But that did not happen today. We obviously had a very, very great opportunity, which I like to see. But we came below fair value, right? Again, we distributed above fair value all night. As you can see, it got stopped out on a trade, took profit with, entered a new trade with a large stop loss. Took profit at this area of liquidity. This was actually done overnight, so I was sleeping when this was happening. And then just right now, beautiful trade. We're actually up in these areas of liquidity like I was forecasting with the game plan today. But very simply, what I was looking for is I wanted to see prices hold above here. Why? Because I believe that there were a significant amount of buyers down at this area. Not only did I see it on the order book, I saw it on Bookmap, I saw it on my Liquidity Hunter, so I knew this was a very, very strong area for the books to change, and I saw a lot of buyers, a lot of bids hitting the tape when this was going ahead and happening. So that is what convinced me to go ahead and get in this trade. Now, I want to be very upfront and clear about something because I don't want it to make it look like I'm a genius, but here's the truth, right? We could have had a lot of buyers here, absolutely. This is why people get liquidity really wrong. We could have had a lot of buyers here, but if these buyers go ahead and push up into this fair value area and we rebalance the end and move lower, that would be valid. So I'd get stopped out. So what is my reasoning? Is it a 50-50? Is it a guess? Why am I going to the upside? Well, very simple, right? We were above fair value. We distributed back to fair value. We came below fair value. We filled buy orders. Because we're below fair value and we filled buy orders, and the books are suggesting that there's a lot of buys hitting the tape and there's sellers pulling out, obviously, so selling pressure is reducing. I saw that as a great opportunity to be able to get into a position. You got to think of it as this. I don't know if there's emojis that can show like a weight. Let's see if I can look up. It'd be an object. Do they have like a weightlifting emoji? I don't know if they do, unless I'm completely missing it. I don't get to the gym enough, so I wouldn't know. We'll use this. What is this, like curling or whatever they call this thing? I don't know. We'll pretend this is a weight. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to be realistic, because I'm a very visual learner. When I was a kid, obviously, I struggled with school a little bit, and so I'm a very visual learner. Now, right here, right, we could totally, have the market move up. We have a lot of these buys, but then we have a lot of sellers at this fair value area suppressing the market lower, which could cause the market to move down, right? The only reason why this worked to the upside is because we had a lot of buyers, but sellers are no longer existent, right? Because all of the selling occurred all the way down here. This is the distribution of sell quantity on the order book. Not on order book necessarily, not on just the order book necessarily, but also institutional books. These institutionals, traders, not even traders, but institutions have to be able to balance their books so that they can remain profitable. When you want to go ahead and sell 500 contracts of NQ, or you want to go ahead and sell, 500 shares of Apple, somebody's picking that up from you, and 99% of the time, 99.999% of the time, it's not a retail trader taking it from you, it's an institution taking it from you because they are providing the liquidity, they're taking the risk, and they're able to offset that and be able to take that quantity and make it profitable, plus also get all of the, not the commissions, but the small little pennies that they charge for millions and millions and billions of transactions per day. Now, that's how that's played. So, could this absolutely reversed on me? Yes. Absolutely. And I'm very, very confident to say that because I've done this a million times. So when I go ahead and have a loss, I'm being very upfront about it. Because again, it's all about having an edge. If I'm trading like this, listen guys, if I'm trading like this, that would be a different story. This is terrible. This is a terrible trade. This is a terrible risk. I have clearly no idea what I'm doing. But here, I'm looking at the order book, I'm looking at liquidity, I'm looking at my algorithms, and I know that there's going to be some sort of a reversal here because there were a lot of buys hitting the tape. That is literally the whole entire idea behind this trade. That's it. So not only did we do really good today, but this is literally going to be paying for my new Rolex. I just bought this yesterday. It was not 15K. It was like 16, 17K. But still, pretty much paid for my brand new watch that I'm going to be getting. I only have one nice watch, so I'm going to be adding another one to my collection. This is what do they call it? It's the Santos. So this is my second big boy watch we're going to be getting. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. Add another watch to the fleet. And we're going to absolutely be cooking up. I'm really, really loving this stuff. But before I go ahead and keep going on about all the other opportunities that we have today, I want to go ahead and look at what's going on in the Discord, see what Griffin's up to, kind of highlight some of those things really quick. All right, so first and foremost, Griffin not only has been killing it with the stock watch list, but he went ahead and posted Baba. I feel like this is Alibaba. Yeah, I assumed. Posted an amazing trade idea right here to the downside for today. This is on the 4-hour chart. He wants to go ahead and see down to 118 from 131. That's a really big swing right here, but I'm confident he's going to... I'm telling you guys, is this guy a bot? Let's see. I swear this guy's a bot. Look at his profile picture. He's totally an AI. There's no way this guy's real. I mean, I don't think AIs play Fortnite, but... that's funny. Anyways, but look at this. Huge level. Looking for a nice little trade here. Pretty confident in this idea. I like what I'm seeing. Little fake out. Got all the people who were going short right here out of it, so... let's go ahead and see what we get out of this here. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at his options analysis. Let's see what he did today. Is this today? All right, he posted this video recap. Definitely watched it. I already watched it. It was great. He was doing Baba calls for 138 and at 228, 30%, 31% at 9:42 a.m. 138.65 level of liquidity looking for 50%, 60%, 68%. 200%. Holy shit. Holy crap. And the algorithm that his algorithm is going to go ahead and have another play. We're up 200% with the fucking options today. Look at that. That's just beautiful. This is what I literally love to see. Now, again, let's bring it down a bit. Let's calm down. This is what it looks like having a real edge in the markets. This is not just, okay, let's go ahead and have fun. This is having a real edge. And you know what, guys? When you're going to be winning with us consistently, when we're winning as a team, when we hit losing days, excuse me, when we hit losing days, the losing days are going to be very, very chill because the losses are very statistical, right? Here we don't get discouraged when we lose. Obviously, these wins are great because they're massive, right? But when we lose, we post our losses, we show our losses. Why? Because losing is completely a reality in trading. 100%. And if you're here thinking like, oh, I'm never going to lose, I'm allergic to losing, then you need to go ahead and figure out if trading is your game or if the casino is your game. Because I'm telling you, losses are 100% a part of trading. Absolutely guaranteed. So if you're out here going ahead and just trying to gamble and then absolutely getting hurt when you get lost, when you lose, you need to go ahead and refine your edge. Very, very simple. So I'm really, really excited to see what everybody's going to be posting today. I know we have a lot of great stuff we've been cooking up today. So absolutely applause to Griffin. He's been killing it. We got another entry coming up very shortly. I'm going to be posting the full game plan of my trade that I took, but just a very, this is the video. If you want to go ahead and watch the video pre-trade, you can see me actually entering the trade. And then here is it running up all the way to my expected level. Little intra-trade update. And then for a full 123 points. So on this trade, I made about 16, 17K. I think I was risking around $2,100 on this trade. It was a 34-point trade. I had about 6 or 7 contracts on the trade specifically. Yeah, it was a 1 to 3.6. But as the trade started moving, see how it wicks right here? See how it rejected? I moved my stop to break even because, again, like I said, it could reverse here. But instead it didn't. Instead we popped because we wiped out all the sellers and we continued absolutely ripping to the upside. That's exactly what we're doing with this system. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Drop it in the member chat. If you guys are an elite member, drop it in the team chat as well. We're dropping our new AI very, very soon, which will be pretty much just tracking all the markets, giving you really high probability, high quality plays that you guys can pass your funded accounts with very quickly. That's going to be something we're dropping very soon. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And then if you're also not in our community yet, this is called Atheos. We're a edge-based algorithmic AI community where we are looking at everything from an algorithmic and an AI edge, right? We're not just trading market structure. We're not trading price action. We're not just trading visuals. We're trading things that actually move the market. So if you don't have access yet, literally just go to whop.com/Atheos. It's spelled AETHOS. Go ahead and join in. It's going to be completely free for your first 3 days. This is where everything's going to happen. So if you guys have any questions, freaking ask us. I'm excited to see the wins today. Talk soon.